All right, this is a 6-point game, 29-23 as we start the second half. We talked a lot about making sure we're covering our primary and watching our own area and trusting our partners, as well as having good game management, because this is a close game that is for first place in this division and possibly a bye in the tournament bracket. Hannah, let's take a look at that play and see your position and see you lean a little bit to try to look around 21 instead of taking 2 steps like we were talking about with Ed on Friday. If you take 2 steps, you might have a good look at that. We might have a chance at a double whistle on that play, or if John can't get a good look at it, you might have to make a whistle on that play. Good job stepping down on that right before that pass, Hannah, because you didn't have an angle. You took a step down at C to get an angle. Good job with that. Good confidence on that. You had a play coming right at you. It was a defender on the inside grabbing an arm that probably was hard to see from this side. You had the best angle, and you took it. You were confident, and you sold it. Probably have a good angle on that play. Let's take a look at it, Hannah. You had the same angle the camera did. Let's see if there wasn't some contact there that might have affected that drive to the basket with some RSBQ. I know we're behind it, John, but let's take a look at your foul reporting mechanic on that play. You reported it as 1-4 white when you should probably report it as 14. And also look at your hands, because if the table's looking at it, they're reading it as 41. So let's try to either do two-hand mechanics the right way for the table, or let's do one-hand mechanics at the table. Hannah, that's a perfect chance for you to take a step or two down toward that play as he's driving, and you have a pretty good look at that with those defenders coming in from both sides. Where you were at, you probably were losing your angle as he went up. Let's take a look at that play and see how it fits this game and the calls we've been making on those drives to the basket, both offensively and defensively. On that play, let's take a look at it. You're not going to probably be able to hear it, but timeout came from multiple places, Nate. I'm pretty sure you heard it from the bench and were the first one to blow your whistle and award that. John did have a timeout he was trying to award, and it came from someone who was in the middle of the lane. So let's make sure that we are aware of the status of the ball and who is calling the timeout before we award that timeout. That play is the play for the long switch that changed on the NFHS this year for a long switch to occur with the player control foul. If on a team control or player control foul, we should switch that, and the person calling it the lead should now go the other end and become the new lead or the C in that situation. If the other team had gained possession of it and then there was a foul, we wouldn't have had a long switch. Just to clarify that, we can take a look at it. Let's take a look at that on video. I think we'll probably have a decent angle. Let's see if the defender ever got legal to be able to take that as an offensive foul, or if the defender came in after he had already left the ground and the offensive player probably got penalized there when he shouldn't have. John, I didn't have an angle on that play, but I want you to look at that. You got over there, you rotated position, you sold the call.